country, you are old enough to buy an AR-15 5.56 with FRT the day you turn 18 years old, and we will never allow anyone to steal that from you. Lastly, because I gotta eat, I gotta get some goy slop. Before I end, nothing wrong. It's what it is. It's just what it is. It's not anti-Semitic. The Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment says you cannot spy, you cannot seize, you cannot search someone without a warrant. A mass surveillance state is wrong, whether it is done by the CIA or whether it is done by Peter Thiel. Palantir is not welcome in Florida. As governor, I will ban Palantir from all government contracts. The same weapons of war that are deployed on foreign battlefields against terrorists should never be aimed at American citizens on U.S. soil. It has to end. And I'll tell you as well, the mass surveillance state known as flock cameras will be over if I am governor as well. And so look, my goal is really simple. I want to make it easier for young men and young women to buy a home, to get married, to have kids. How do you do that? You get Blackstone and private equity out of the single-family housing market. As governor, I will ban Blackstone and private equity from buying our homes so you, your kids, and your grandkids can have a shot at home ownership. I will invest in our public schools like never before, because if you live here in Holmes County, if you live next door in Washington County, if you live over in Jackson County, you may not have the opportunity to be homeschooled or go to a private school. I was a public school my entire life, a public school kid, and so I know that our public schools play an important role in our communities, and that starts with making sure our public school teachers get a raise. They will get a 25% raise if you hire me to be your next governor. And I'll tell you, we are not feeding young American children goy slop in our cafeterias. We're going to bring great local businesses into our cafeterias to serve nutritious, healthy meals for every single one of our students. But when we're going to raise teacher pay, there's going to be conditions. I believe that most public school teachers show up early and stay late. They dig into their own pockets to cover school supplies for their students or for the kid who forgot their lunch money. Most public school teachers don't care about politics. They genuinely want to teach. But for the small minority, the fringe minority of public school teachers in our state, if you teach white guilt in our classrooms, you will not be a teacher when I am governor. Full stop, you're out. Yeah.
Your mic for Instagram's not on.
So guess what? We are not going to have teachers tell the white students to apologize to the black students. And we are not... Did you just raise your hand? And we are not... Let me look to you when I say this part. We are not going to tell the black students that they cannot make it because systemic racism is a lie straight from the devil's mouth. We are all created in God's image. Every single one of us is capable of greatness. Yeah. You want to give that to me? You want to give me that mic or? Okay, whatever, fine. So here's the thing. I'm not going to ask you to blindly trust me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, we're going to sit, we'll take questions, come on up, we'll take photos. Honestly, Republicans and Democrats a lot slicker than me have come through counties like Holmes County and Washington County and sold, let's just call it a bunch of lies. Here's my view. on. And let me say definitively to you right here, right now, we will never send our men and women to war to die for Israel. You want to fight Iran? You fight your own war. And as governor, I am responsible for the Florida National Guard. I will not let the Florida National Guard be deployed to any foreign war zone unless there is an explicit yes vote in the United States Congress. When you want to send our men and women to war, there should be a debate, and that debate should be Miss Massey. In 1984, George Orwell wrote that the party's final, most essential command was to ignore the evidence of your eyes and ears. We have all read and been horrified by what we have seen in the Epstein files. And look, the island that everyone talks about is in the Caribbean. But the other island is an island right here in Florida, where Epstein actually committed most of his crimes with his sick, depraved co-conspirators. That is the island known as Palm Beach. As governor, I will appoint a special prosecutor on day one to reopen the Epstein investigation, to bring every man or woman to justice. I don't care if there's a D or an R next to your name. If you trafficked, assaulted, and raped women, we will bring you to justice in Florida. It's called capital sexual battery. It has no statute of limitations. This stuff could have happened 20 or 30 years ago. We will bring you to justice. And by the way, the punishment, if you are convicted of sexual capital battery in Florida, the punishment is the death penalty. And I will sign that death warrant as your governor. We will put these men to death for what they did to these women and these girls in the Epstein files. So guess what? I'm going to do what nobody running for office has ever done. And that is, in the next 10 days, I will stand before a United States courthouse and sign a legal binding document that says that if I don't meet every single one of my key executive commitments as governor, if I don't deliver on those commitments, I will sign a legally binding document under penalty of perjury that says if I don't meet every one of those commitments, I forfeit the right to run for re-election in 24 and 2030, because I am deadly serious about delivering for our state. My name is James Fishback. I am a fourth-generation Floridian. I have zero political experience. I will never take a penny from AIPAC. I am running to be your governor because Florida is our home. America is our birthright, and we can never let them steal that from us. Thank you so much. What's your name?
Asher. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're hanging out here if you guys want to ask any questions. Again, to the incredible Waffle House, thank you so much. To the guy peering through the window, thank you so much. So the teleprompter is actually back. Sky was holding the teleprompter back there. What did I get? What did you get me? Okay. Thank you. Nothing wrong with a little goy slop on a Thursday night. What's wrong with that?
This is normal.
This is normal. Can I have a fork? Can I get a fork? Who got chocolate milk? Kingston?
Kingston.
Freaking baby.
Okay, there might be too much on this table.
No, this is okay.
No.
Of course. All right, everybody knows the rules. Just one bite, okay? Dave Portnoy is actually a very sick individual, but... It's good. We're good. It's good. What'd you get? What'd you get?
Not everybody copied me.
You got a steak?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
They said it was a secret menu. I've never seen a steak.
No? What do you guys? What is your number one concern right now? Like, what can the government be doing better for you?
Adoption.
What about it?
My sister's been fostering a kid now for over 2 years. She still hasn't completed or nothing like that. Even though she adopted a 3-year child, she won't let that.
What's the holdup? We're gonna fix that. We're gonna streamline it. What county is this? We gotta fix that.
I mean, hoops takes so long to jump through that there's more kids coming, and the system isn't streamlined enough to keep up. That makes sense. The mom had meth in her listen to every single time.
Are you serious? So this is a perfect example of being pro-life. If you're pro-life, you make sure that that kid gets fully adopted and fully protected right away. You know?
She really has a 3-year child already, completed adoption. She's still fostering.
That's insane. Are they related? Are the two kids related?
Yeah.
What, a brother, sister?
Yes, sir.
How old?
That one's now 2 and the other one's 3.5.
Yeah.
Every single kid think about the state. They like to had to get state mark for the kid mark on the ball. She ran to Louisiana with the baby. It's just there.
And this is a perfect example. This is what makes people not want to adopt.
I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can foster for 2 years.
Doesn't make any sense. Please send her my regrets on that. Look into it, what we can do at the state level. One through DC, you know that.
I mean, they're just
Yeah.
both mom and dad will do it.
Why would they have any rights from jail? Why? Yeah, you forfeited that right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, fortunately, this is not rocket science, right? If we put our mind to it, we can fix it. You know?
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
You're about to eat. I don't want to take your man.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out, guys. Thanks for coming out. Thank you again for coming out. Where do you guys live?
We've been living here.
How long?
Whole life.
Your whole life?
That's my dad.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Good. That's awesome. You guys went to public school here?
Yes, sir.
Do you know Miss Vicky Duke? She's a public school teacher here at the Homestead. Yeah, she's a good lady. I met her a couple years ago, but this was our Incubate Debate program. But what can we be doing better here in Holmes County? What's the number one concern?
I'd say school system right now, education.
Funding?
What you said about raising teacher pay,
Yeah.
I know that would get a lot of attention.
It would also bring in it would reward the teachers who are doing the right stuff, but it would also bring in a lot of teachers from other states.
Yeah.
Because you can't say you care about education, but pay teachers 49 out of 50. We're 49th out of 50 in teacher pay.
Yeah.
If you're doing a good job as a teacher, you should raise your pay. If you're teaching white guilt, you should be fired and trespassed from the premises. But if you're doing a good job, raise the pay. What's the controversy?
Yeah.
And you guys do you have a private school here?
No, not in home.
He's the only one still in school.
Yeah, he's a
What grade are you in? Senior? So you didn't have the options when they say universal school choice, private voucher, unless you're going to go to a different county, that doesn't mean anything. We got to work with what we got here. You've got one public school,
Yeah.
right? For middle and high school.
We have 4 in our county.
For middle and, it's middle and high is combined, right?
Well,
K through 8.
we
Just
Bonifay
combined.
actually has a K through 8, and then a high school that's 9 through 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then the other 3 are K through
Yeah.
Okay, wow. So the only option is public school.
Yeah, that's it. Or homeschool, but there's not many.
But even then,
Yeah.
and I'm going to fight for homeschool parents. I think
Yeah.
if you pull your kid out of a public school and that public school would have spent $14,000-$15,000, you should get the full $15,000 to educate. But the public school is going to be an option, the only option, for maybe half the state. So if you're in Holmes County, if you're in Wakulla, if you're in Lafayette, Madison County where I live, the public school is truly going to be your only option. So we can't play the school choice game because it's the only thing. So.
That's in my opinion. What our county is
Mr.
most.
Fishback.
Yes.
Do you know how they're raising the minimum wage by $1 every year until
Yes.
it gets to 15?
Yeah.
What's your plan to either prevent that or help fight some of the inflation that's going to bring?
So.
As a minimum wage college degree seeking student, that's a very bad thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As much as it kind of benefits me going and shopping in Alabama, it's objectively bad for our state. Is there anything you could do in that department?
So it's objectively bad if you're forcing companies to pay something they otherwise wouldn't pay. I'm all for raising wages so long as the people who are getting hired are actually qualified for that.
Right.
I think an issue is a lot of people, let's call it 20 and younger, they're not looking for the highest wage. They're looking for somebody to take a shot on them.
Yeah.
And if I'm an employer, if you're an employer, we have a small business. We don't want to pay $19 an hour to somebody who just got out of high school, who has no skills, because we're taking a risk on them. And so we may not hire them in the first place because of this government mandated wage. And so what I would do is I'd let it play out, but I would increase the amount of skills that our public school students have. Let's bring back home economics. Let's bring back woodshop, financial literacy, career technical education within the public school. So when you graduate, there's no reason you can't make $25 an hour because you did an HVAC course or an electrician course or whatever course within the public school. There's this debate in the Republican Party that college is a scam. I don't actually believe it is a scam because I think a lot of degrees you need a college. But I think high school is probably enough for half of the population, but we have to bring more career readiness to our high schools.
Yeah.
Most high school students do not know which way the Pacific Ocean is. Do not know how to make change. If someone says that was $11.47, they paid with the 50, now go to the register and make change. And so if you don't know how to do those two things, how on earth can we expect an employer to pay you $15 an hour? I want employers to pay you $20 an hour because that is the skill set that you bring, but that can only happen if we work with parents, work with teachers, and actually make our public schools ready for career readiness.
Yes, sir. And then on the topic of college, I won't hold you too long. I'm a degree seeking. I'm in my undergrad right now, but I plan on doing physical therapy, and I want to be a provider for a rural area.
Good.
It's very poor county. Schools right now, with some of the federal stuff going on, I believe it's the Department of Education. They've reduced the loans you can take out.
Yeah.
And this isn't exactly, a governor's fault per se or anything. But I was wondering if you had any plans to any kind of like maybe merit-based or rural health-based kind of some kind of more government assistance. And Bright Futures is like the only reason any of us are able to do
Literally.
It's a great
anything.
program.
Yeah.
One of
It
my
is a
best
great
friends
program.
is a first-generation immigrant, and he says all the time, there's nothing he could do without Bright Futures.
Yeah.
Bright Futures is
But
awesome.
is there anything you could do in that department to help kind of folks like me in that spot?
Yes. And I think you laid it out well, which is it's not the governor's fault, but as the governor, it is my responsibility. Anything that happens to anyone in Florida is my responsibility. And so in this particular case, what I've laid out already is if you want to go into the healthcare field and you agree to work in rural counties in healthcare where we desperately need healthcare professionals like what we would do is full tuition, full coverage, and if you worked in a rural county like Holmes for 10 years, we would forgive all of your debt. Because you are doing something that most people are not inclined to do. So we have to give you a reward for doing that. And so if you come to Holmes County, if you go to Lafayette County, you go to Calhoun, and you do rural healthcare work, we should, at the end of 10 years, not before, but at the end of 10 years, reward you by taking care of all of your debt.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Fishbeck. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Now, you don't have to answer this one. Florida or Florida
Oh,
State?
no.
Florida State.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go!
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Mr.
I don't remember if it was Collins that said it or Donald, but on Twitter, they said that some of your plans, like the money you use to fund some of your programs, they said it come through like
It's not true.
pensions.
First responders or
I
firefighters.
had a question about property taxes.
Please.
It doesn't appear that the House or the Senate have had a supplement emergency response funding
Yeah.
if they do away with property taxes. What options or what thoughts do you have on funding for law enforcement, fire, and EMS?
So first off, thank you guys for what you're doing. There is no property tax plan from Tallahassee.
No, not at all.
If they wanted a property tax plan, they had 8 years to do it. They're trying to ram this through at the last minute, put it on the ballot. They have no plan, no revenue model, no nothing. My property tax plan, which is in the final stages right now, I'll unveil it in the next 2 weeks, is we're going to eliminate property taxes for Florida residents only on your primary homestead up to $1 million. You cannot eliminate property taxes for a billionaire in Palm Beach who has literally a $300 million home. The math does not work out. We can eliminate it for snowbirds. If you have a second or third home on 30A or Captiva, we can eliminate it for you. We eliminate that. We eliminate.
Talk about these snowbirds for a few hours. That's off topic. But.
So we'll do that. And then what we have to do is we don't give up that much revenue if we do it that way. In the last 5 years, statewide property tax revenue is up 76% in 5 years. And so we fully funded first responders, not fully, but pretty close, 5 years ago. I think we can still do that today. We have to roll back funding to 2020 levels. And we won't do that by pulling off essential workers. We're doing that by getting rid of a lot of the inefficiencies in government. You got a lot of people up top who are making what a firefighter or a paramedic will make in 10 years, and they're making it in 1 year. And all they do is push paperwork and trainings. And so readjust that, but also recognize that there are 27 counties that are fiscally constrained. There's no way for them to make up that lost revenue. The state will have to step in and cover it for 5 to 10 years. And how do we get to the other end of that? We have to revive agriculture. We have to revive local manufacturing. Up and down this panhandle, there used to be economic activity. Up and down this panhandle, there used to be an Amtrak train that ran from Pensacola all the way down to Miami. We can bring ecotourism. We can bring manufacturing. We can bring ag back, but that has to be intentional, not accidental. And so my view is never, ever cut first responder, firefighter, police officer, teacher pay. Be willing to get rid of the exorbitant bureaucrat salaries, but mathematically, you cannot eliminate property taxes for anyone in the state, and anyone who tells you otherwise just hasn't done the full math. And to the point about first responder, that was Byron Donalds, Congressman Byron Donalds. I don't know where he gets this stuff from. I am not going to raid first responder pension funds to pay for down payment assistance. What I said was, to give the full context, is that right now the state retirement system has bought $385 million of Israeli bonds. That is a really bad investment. Israeli bonds only offer a fraction of the return above treasury bonds, and they are denominated in a foreign currency. And Israel is in the midst of 3 wars, going on 4 right now. It is not a good use of your retirement money to invest in a foreign country for, let's be honest, political reasons. And so what I said was I would divest that money, I would buy treasuries, and then separate from all of that, I would start a $385 million down payment assistance program. If you're young, you're married, and you have not relied on welfare in the last 5 years, we're going to give you a one-time $10,000 check. Why? Because if you relied on welfare in the last 5 years, you could have cost the state upwards of $40,000. So why not reward people for not being dependent on government? Reward them and say, look, you didn't cost us $40,000. Congratulations. We're going to give you 25 cents of that, $10,000, as a reward for getting married, for having a job, and for not living on welfare, so you can go out and buy your first home.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for what you do. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Fishback.
Thank you very much. All right, we'll do some photos. Kai, can I have that marker, please?
So much. I feel like the white would do better, you know.
Hey, what's your name?
Nolan, Nolan.
Where are you from?
From PCB, Panama City Beach. Bay County definitely needs to hear about Jesus, man. I'd love to. We need you, man.
I'll be down there soon.
Well, we'll see you soon.
All right. Hey, man. Hey, man. Yes, of course. Are you going there?
Maybe, possibly.
Well, I hope you do. It's a great school.
You did well. Let her speak.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Can I get a photo with you?
Sure.
Great.
We're mogging. All right, that's fine. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, the electoral strategy is very simple. Mog Byron Donalds, okay? Mog Apak Shakur.
It was great to meet you. Thank you so much.
That's all we have to do. By the way, we have a debate coming up July 21st in Tampa on Fox. Congressman Donalds and myself, we're going to end the election that night. We're going to end the election that night, so it'll be fun.
¿Qué pasó, maje? ¿Qué pasó?
What's up, man?
Este maje va a ser el nuevo gobierno de Florida. Gracias, maje. Que tenga un buen elección.
I figured I'd get your signature.
Of course. What's your name?
Brian, with an I. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian.
Have a nice night.
You as well. Hey, man.
How's it going, man?
How's it going? You get a photo?
Yes, sir.
Is he a good guy?
Can you sell my hat?
Of course.
Waffle House hat?
I didn't even know they had Waffle House hats. Holy moly.
You want one?
Of course I want a Waffle House hat.
How's on yours?
Good. Go get me
Ooh, I
one.
appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thanks, man. Want me to sign this for you?
Yes, sir, please. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Sure.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I messaged you yesterday. I don't know if you responded to your messages or not. How you doing?
Good, man.
Got a couple questions. I'll wait till everybody gets
Sure. Yeah. I'll come by
going
afterward.
on.
Did you already eat your steak or what?
Yeah. Cutting nipples up. RJ already put his food down. Kingston is, I give him a sip of chocolate.
Nothing wrong with a little swine. Come on. How's it going?
Doing good.
Appreciate what you're going to do for the steak. Thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, man.
So I had a question.
Please.
About dog hunting. Because
Yeah.
I know in Virginia they're trying to outlaw it. And I was just wondering what your opinion was.
Of dog hunting?
Yes, sir.
I've never heard of that.
It's using dogs to run deer.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like literally hunting dogs.
No.
Yes, I support dog hunting. I support using dogs to hunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was my only question.
So I was actually in the Everglades last week, and we used a dog to hunt down a 9-foot python. And it would have taken literally 12 hours. We got it in the first hour and a half because the dog found it. And so I think if you're a hunter, you should have every right to use your own dog to help hunt.
Yes, sir. Well, also, can I take a picture with
Yeah,
you?
of course.
But I really appreciate your...
My pleasure. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate it.
You better do that 25% teacher stuff.
We're doing it. We're going to find the money. They say we don't have the money. We're going to find the money.
Thank you.
Are you a teacher?
Yes.
Where?
Walton County.
Okay.
At the middle school.
Cool. We're going to do it. Every teacher in the state.
My son's obsessed with you. He brought me along. I had no clue, but I heard the 25. I was like, he might have my vote then.
And look, you know, I resent that a small part of the Republican Party just all they want to do is attack public school teachers. My sister is one. My aunt, my grandmother was one.
Yeah.
Like, we have to do right. Our public schools are nothing without our teachers. So, and not just starting pay, literally across the board, 25%. We're going to get it done. What's up, man?
What's up?
Everything good?
Yes, sir. So my question is, are you going to allow schools to pay coaches more in stipends?
Yes.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's something we don't talk enough about, whether it's football, baseball. I mean, even some of the academic extracurriculars, they're getting paid piss poor wages. And it's hard, you know, they don't, by the way, they don't do this for money.
Yeah, don't
they
worry,
do this
I'm
for the
one of
love of the
them.
game. You're one of them. What do you do?
I coach football.
Okay, you don't do this for the money. You do it because of the love of the game, but you still should be paid a fair wage.
Money's nice. I'm not going to be mad at all.
No, and we're going
We're
to raise it. And it's crazy that the school districts, they'll pay the superintendent $500,000 a year, but they can't double what your stipend is, a couple grand. You know, we're going to get it done.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Can we sign up for you?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Got it.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, man. Have a great night.
Yes, sir. You too.
My name is.
And I even
My name is.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, man.
Doing good.
It's good. Do I have the other one or not? The Holohan one? Is it on? It's working? Okay, sorry. Sure. What's your name?
Nick Sheffield.
Nick.
Yes, sir. I've lived in Vernon my whole life. This is Bonifay, but Vernon's the town over. It's a really small town.
Yeah. There is no town too small.
Oh, I believe that.
Seriously. And I think that I grew up in South Florida, and I think too many people in South Florida and Tallahassee forget about it.
It's a small town.
They forget about them.
Yeah.
And there are real people here, and you got to show up, and you got to show people that every part of Florida, every county, every town matters. It's not just Miami, it's not just Orlando, it's not just Jackson, it's every freaking town.
I guess I did have one question.
Please.
So I've been maybe following you 4 months. Maybe I seen you, but I guess I would say I'm politically inclined. I watch it, I keep up with it. My parents don't, my friends don't. How are they going to know about you? I haven't seen them.
Well, you didn't bring him tonight?
I asked. They had no interest in it. I'm the only one that really had interest.
Good. Well, 6 months we have until the election. We are crisscrossing the state. And I think that most people don't care about the election because it's too early. You and I are politically inclined. When that debate happens on July 21st, and I'm on that stage on Fox, make sure to tune in for that. Have your parents watch.
I told my parents, I'm like, you've got to vote for this guy. I show them videos. I show all my friends videos of you because, like I said, like I'm the only one that really cares about it.
Yeah, most people, it's still way too early. It's only February. The election's on August 18th. So I think they'll start to really tune in at late July, early August. And by then, it'll be very clear that we are the ascendant campaign.
I hope so. And I hope this debate does a lot because I just seen, was it yesterday or the day before, Trump like kind of endorsed Byron Donalds, and I don't like him. Like I haven't liked him for a while.
Well, it's interesting. Trump never used the word endorse. Actually,
he just said he would be a great.
Well, you know what's funny is I got word that tweet was coming, and I know somebody who tried to get Trump to put in Byron will be a great governor, and Fishback will only let you down, and President Trump refused to put that in the tweet because they're trying to attack our campaign, not just lift up their own, but attack ours. And so it's very interesting the president wasn't willing to attack our campaign. He never endorsed. He just said, will be a great, and maybe he will, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I think you need someone who's willing to show up and actually have a real plan for young people, for seniors, for vets, for everybody.
I appreciate you. Yes, sir. I want to get a picture with you if you don't mind.
Of course. My pleasure.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Good to meet you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. See you soon. Thanks, man. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Let's take a picture. You think you can sign this?
Of course. You couldn't help yourself from drinking it? It's the good stuff here.
Thank you. So my dad has 2 questions.
Yes.
He said, what do you think is something that your political party is getting wrong right now?
Israel. Number 1. Look, I have nothing against Israel. I wish them all the best. But I don't want to keep funding foreign wars. I don't want to take money from our state and lend them $385 million when we can be investing that here. So I'm not anti any foreign country, but I think the Republican Party is bought and paid for by Israel, and we would be wise to detach and decouple and focus on communities right here in Florida, like Bonifay, like Defuniak, like Chipley, like Mariana. And if we do that, we'll have a lot to show for it in 8 years.
I agree. My dad's sort of a MAGA kind of, they're kind of them. They don't really change their mind. I'm the only one in my family who's starting to notice and stuff. And he said, what is one thing that's costed you politically in your career that was the right thing to do?
That's a good one. Probably, without a doubt, saying that I would sign a full abortion ban in Florida. That's not going to win me votes. I don't care. Life begins at conception. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, before you were formed in the womb, I knew you. And so I believe the correct number of abortions in Florida is 0. And as governor, I'm the only person running who says I will sign a full abortion ban into law.
I agree. It says in Psalms, before I formed you. Wait, that's the Jeremiah verse.
It's Jeremiah 1, yeah.
I can't remember what it says in Psalms, but yeah, that's what my dad had to say. Can I get a picture?
Yes, of course. And say hi to him for me, okay?
I will. You got a lot of photos now. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
It was good to meet you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, sir.
So, I think it was Minnesota, could be wrong, where with the flock cameras, there was a lady accused of being a porch pirate. She was innocent, but they were saying we have you on like flock cameras, things like that. And so you mentioned the flock cameras and how you want to get rid of it. So what process are you going to do to get rid of it in regards to like there's local laws, they get contracts and stuff. So for you, getting in charge, how are you going to ban it?
So all local laws are superseded by the U.S. Constitution. And the flock security system violates the Fourth Amendment because it is collecting and monitoring U.S. citizens on American soil without a warrant and without their permission. And so what I will do is I will invoke my constitutional authority using the Fourth Amendment and sue flock cameras in federal court. My first week as governor, ask for a temporary restraining order to ask them to remove these cameras, and we will enforce that order immediately. I think this is the idea that oftentimes in politics, we defer to local laws or state laws. There's only one law that I take an oath to, and that is the Constitution. And so the Fourth Amendment very clearly says you cannot do what Flock or what Palantir are trying to do.
Okay, I got you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Where do you live?
Panama City. Well, Fallon, technically.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I appreciate it.
Safe drive back, man.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
No, I'm good. I appreciate it.
Hi, I'm John.
Hey, John.
So my main question has to do with something I've witnessed over time. 2016, Trump gets into the president's office the first time. And what we saw was, after he got in the first time, the Republicans were arm-locking themselves practically with the Democrats to work against him. I'm seeing something that could happen with you when you get in.
Yeah.
So how are you going to kind of work through that when it comes to Republicans working against the interests of their people and the people that elect them?
Most Republicans are traitors.
I agree.
Okay, most Democrats are traitors. And I don't mean people who vote Democrat. I mean literally Democrat politicians. So everything that I'm building out in my campaign is based on the brutal fact that I expect zero cooperation from the legislature. And a lot of what I'm going to do is through executive order, but it's also not creating new laws, but enforcing existing laws that are already on the books. So, for example, what I said is my first day as governor, I'll deploy the Florida National Guard to begin to remove the illegal homeless encampments. Homeless encampments, public drunkenness, public urination, all of these things are already illegal. We don't need new laws. We just need an executive who's got the balls and the courage to go enforce the existing laws. Usury has been illegal in Florida since 1891. It's literally illegal, but nobody wants to enforce it.
Yeah.
And so I actually, my main thing is spend a lot of time looking at old laws from the late 19th century up until present day. Look at the existing laws and see how we can execute on them, enforce them like they've never been enforced before. Look, I'll work with the legislator on some things, but there's certain things I'm not going to compromise on. The issue of life, I'm not. Life begins at conception. I'm going to sign a full abortion ban. I'll use my kind of unique legal theory now, using the 14th Amendment to shut down abortion clinics. When you're the governor, you can just do things, and no one can actually stop you. and let them take you to court. Let us fight for 2 years. And during those 2 years while we ban abortion, the number of abortions will be 0. And by the way, the Supreme Court now, one of the great things that President Trump did is gave us a consistent conservative majority in the Supreme Court. So we can do things that are unconventional, unorthodox now that we couldn't have done 10, 15 years ago. I am going to rule with an iron fist. If you elect me and if you guys give me a mandate, I'm going to execute on that mandate, and I'm not letting the know-nothing Democrats or the do-nothing Republicans stop me.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And it's just like, look, flock cameras violate the Fourth Amendment. I can just tell everybody in the state, go tear down the flock cameras. Go tear them down. And then issue an order to every single sheriff that if you try to arrest someone for peacefully tearing down a flock camera, you are going to be removed from office given my Article 4, Section 7 powers of the Florida Constitution. I'm thinking outside the box because you're not hiring me. I'm planning. I'm spending the next year doing that. You're not hiring me to cooperate with the legislature. You're hiring me to get the job done. And my commitment to you is I will get the job done. I will do whatever it takes. And it will be enough.
Looking forward to it.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I'm going to sign this?
Sure. Thank you.
Have a good one. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Jim.
Hey.
Hi again.
Sorry I asked what your name was. I'm literally here for you.
All good.
I was just nervous.
All good.
Colin.
Where you guys from? Welfare than a married mom with 3 kids? And what message does that send? It says, stay single, don't get married or get divorced. My vision is really simple. We should reward marriage and not reward being single.
Makes sense. Yeah, we're going to go for 2 years.
Congrats.
It's about to be 2 years.
Congrats, guys.
So that's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, sir.
Well, good to meet you. Of course.
I think those are all good.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Safe drive home.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
What's up, man? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Love everything you're doing, man.
Appreciate it.
Only question I got is when you're elected, can you create a pedophile hunt task team and let me get on that, man?
I actually think that there's obviously Vitaly's doing some of this stuff, a lot of these guys in Miami. I think there's a place for people to go on their own and work with law enforcement.
So you would support that?
I would support that, yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Because, besides the cities, there's a lot of rural places who have problems.
That don't have the money,
Exactly.
don't have the
How we doing?
Doing good.
Really, the only question I got is regarding the sin tax.
Yeah.
I love it. So how are you going to do that? Because I know there's going to be a lot of backlash.
It's going to be a ton of backlash. Well, it's actually interesting. It's not technically an income tax. We're going to use the Florida Corporations Act to levy. Willing to step up and say young women should not be exploited and prostituted and trafficked online, and that's exactly what OnlyFans is. So we're going to get that thing done first year.
Yes, sir. And what about when it comes to, I was an addict to pornography for a long time, and I know that it's very accessible nowadays.
More than ever.
So do you have anything to kind of combat that or anything like that?
I thought a lot about this, and I think the issue now is if you're on Instagram and you don't even seek it out, it shows up. You're on Twitter, you're literally trying to read the news or watch sports highlights, and it shows up. And so never before have young men been so susceptible to being drawn to lust. I actually think what we have to do is have an honest conversation in our schools and with our parents about this, and also work with social media companies, and if not, sue them in federal court to get pornography off of their sites for anyone under the age of 18. Because it's, a guy's not waking up at 45 and watching porn for the first time. It's young, impressionable men who are getting drawn to lust, and that tears them apart from real relationships, but the most important relationship it tears them from is from Christ. And so I want to work with our churches to bring that education to our public schools, to teach kids pornography is not okay, and here are the ways you can get out of that lust.
Appreciate that, man.
Thank you, man. Is that going to sign this for you? Of course. It's a good hat right here. This is a good hat right here. This is a great one. It stands for two different things.
What's your favorite?
I think Goyim in Abundance is my favorite.
That's pretty fucking bad. That's badass, man.
I watched the show. What am I going to do?
Yeah, American first, baby. And fishbag first, too.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, guys.
Keep doing your thing.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad that you're back. Hey, man.
How's it going?
Good.
Didn't really have a question. Just wanted to say,
Sure.
I love what you do and hope to see you as a new governor.
Thank you. What's your name?
Wyatt.
Hey, Wyatt. Just how it sounds?
Sir?
Just how it sounds?
Yes, sir. WYATT. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I get a picture with you?
Good. Kai, can I have that Coke in a to-go cup? Yes. With new ice, please.
Nice meeting you, man.
Thank you, Wyatt. I appreciate it, man.
It's an honor to meet you. I'm really excited. I hope we win for all.
We're going to get it done. You brought Mom along.
I did bring
Mom loves the teacher pay plan.
I know. Yeah, I was like, listen, I'm trying to go to Bonifay. She's like, what for? I was like, fishback. She's like, I'm coming with. So I had
Let's
to
go.
bring her.
Let's go.
I'm holding you to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Hopefully.
Gotta get it done.
That's what I'm rooting for.
And he's joining the Navy, so he's going to need you too.
Yes.
All right?
All right, man. Thank you so much. Thank you again for coming out.
How's it going?
Going good?
I have a question.
Please.
What's your opinion on squatted trucks?
I have never been asked that before. So, hold on. Squatted trucks as in what?
As in, like, at PCB? Yeah. Like, when the truck is like that?
Oh. I don't have an opinion on it. Should I do my research? What's going on?
I don't know.
It's a hot topic?
Yeah. Like, a lot of people get tickets for it. I just wanted to know, like...
Do you support that or not?
Not really. I don't like it.
What's the argument?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna look at it. I haven't thought about it.
Do some Waffle ass hat.
Squatted?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man.
All right.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Good.
I just had a question.
Yeah.
So I go to school in Alabama, but I live in Florida.
Where do you go to school?
I go, Geneva.
Yeah.
Small town Alabama.
I know.
Like, you think I should get in-state tuition because of that, or do you think I should have to go to a Florida public high school?
Why do you go to school in Geneva?
It's just closer, and my parents work in Alabama.
Where do you live?
Holmes County, Westville. Like, New Hook?
Yeah.
Like, just above Westville. Like,
So funny. I have a good friend that lives in Geneva,
it's
actually.
awkward, too.
Max Cruz.
I do, yeah. I went to school with him.
Yeah, he's a good kid. Max is a good guy. Yeah.
Yeah, his dad's
Geneva's beautiful, actually.
It's
Yes, I think if you live in Florida, regardless of where you go to school, if you live in Florida, you should get in-state tuition. All right?
I agree with that.
Let's go there.
I'm going to Auburn, unfortunately, but...
Like it mattered anyway, but yeah. Good.
Thank you.
All right,
Nice
man.
to meet you.
Likewise. I'll let Max know.
Hello, guys. Hello, camera.
Hello.
I just wanted an autograph, honestly.
Thank
But
you.
I'm very happy to meet you. I've never heard of you, but my friend told me here about you, so I just thought I'd come along with him. So, he did.
That's good. Got to spread the word somehow. What's your name?
Aiden.
That's how it sounds?
A-Y-D-O-N.
A-Y.
D-O-N. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Have a good night.
Appreciate it.
Actually.
Get there.
How's it going again? I've got
Good.
a question for you. Mind if I record?
Of course.
I got the J-Code for Fishback page. I was going to post it on there. All right, my question is, what is your opinion on FWC contractors spraying our waterways with herbicide?
I'm against anyone poisoning our waterways with herbicide, glyphosate, whatever the case may be. I think the FWC is full of good men, but the actual commission, the people who are on the board, are insufferably corrupt. And what I would do as governor is I'd use Article 4, Section 7 powers to remove every single one of them from office and put good conservationists, biologists, and yes, hunters and fishermen on the FWC. We have to keep Florida wild and free.
That's what I like to hear. What about the chemicals and the neurotoxins that are in our tap water supply?
Yeah, we have beautiful spring water. We have an aquifer. There's no reason we should have anything like fluoride in our water. We should have we're blessed with clean, beautiful water in Florida. We're going to get the fluoride and all of that crap out of our public water supply.
Sounds great. Thank you, James.
Thanks, man. Good to meet you.
I thought about your first-time homeowners $10,000 grant.
Yeah.
And you probably got a team people way smarter than me, but I thought about, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget the words.
Please.
But, like a recapture, if we did like an interest rate buy down program and a recapture, if they sell their house within 1 to 3 years, they would have to repay.
Oh,
and then you can.
I like that.
It could become a cyclical process where you can reuse the funds.
I like that.
Or if they turn it into investment property, you have to pay it back, and then you can reuse those funds for the next. Because
this is good.
If you say the $380 million, it's sustainable if you do it for 30,000 homes for like 5 to 7 years.
Yeah.
This would help fund a little bit more.
I like it a lot, actually. Very good fleshed out. Thank you, Noah. Really good. You're in touch with Connor, right?
I sent him a message, but I haven't heard back yet. But
good.
You've responded to my. I assume it's you, but somebody's responded to my DMs quite a bit.
That's me.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks,
Noah. I appreciate it, man. Merch! Let's go, baby.
How you doing?
Good, man.
Hey, so you're a Christian, correct?
I am.
Okay.
Kai?
You mind if I pray for you?
Yes.
Dear Lord, please protect James Fishback and his group through this race. Please give him the wisdom to make good decisions and guide him through your guidance and come out with victory. Amen.
Amen. I appreciate it.
All right.
Where do you live?
My shirt?
Yes.
We live in Bay County.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm going to be down there in a couple weeks. Cool, man. It's a really good shirt. It's printed right here in Florida, in Port St. Lucie, actually.
I got the sign, too, the yard sign. Yeah,
beautiful.
We got it. We'll meet you in Bay County.
We'll be there soon. A couple weeks.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Hi. What's your name?
Robin.
Hey, Robin. Nice to meet you.
I just wanted to address two things.
Please.
The rural hospitals here are really struggling because of, drug addicts and
Yes.
illegal immigration, and then people not having insurance policies, and all the hospitals here are starting to collapse.
Yeah.
So, just need really solutions to help the hospitals stay open here because
Yes.
it's becoming a medical desert here.
Yes.
And then also I'm a farmer, and it's just we're getting attacked by multiple things. Like the IRS just came after us. It's called a voluntary research audit. So
What?
basically, they say it's voluntary, but it's not voluntary, and they can, for research purposes, but they can audit you for any reason. And we've been going through this for 2 years.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
The medical desert thing is really, really important. I think there's a couple things we have to do right off the bat. We have to spend more money, number one. But you have a massive... The nurse-to-patient ratio is off the charts. It's literally criminal at this point. And so you're exhausting frontline medical personnel. It's not just about raising their pay, which we will do, but it's also about making sure that ratio comes back into line. The way you do that is by working to bring more great-paying medical profession jobs right here in rural counties. And also, there's the root cause debate that needs to be dealt with. If there's a real crisis of addiction, let's get to the root cause of that, because if it's showing up at our hospitals, in many respects, Robin, it's too late. And so how do we, ounce of prevention, pound of cure, ounce of prevention, pound of cure, how do we get upstream of that? Education, methadone, all of that stuff. to get ahead of it. But yeah, rural hospitals, that's a real crisis, and we have to get ahead of it.
I agree. And then, thank you so much.
Thank you. Where do you live?
I live in Westville.
Okay.
Mother of eight, wife.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hey, man.
Very nice to meet you.
Likewise.
So I have to ask you, are you a Seminole, a Gator, or a Hurricane?
I'm a Seminole.
Yes, sir.
Not that I went there, but that's who I cheer for.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. That was all. I would just love to get a picture with you.
Sure.
I love your policies. Thank you.
Thank you.
I gotta say, man, I'm genuinely so thankful for everything you're doing.
Thank you.
This is the first time in my life that I really felt like there's a politician that I can connect with. Like everything you do, it's almost like you're perfect. I know that nobody's perfect, and you're genuinely as close as anybody's ever gotten to it for me.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
Only thing I've just got to ask you is, like, it feels like nowadays there's so much, like, it's almost like the nuclear family is being pushed against, and education system, social media, it's all chipping away at it one by one. You know, what do you think that we can do to fix that? Like, start improving. And it's so hard because it's
really hard.
It's a big, deep, scary thing that we're fighting.
So I think one thing you have to do is, right now, it actually pays more to be single or to get divorced than it is to stay together, even through a rocky marriage. My parents are awesome. They're still together, which is awesome. But they, you know, let's be honest, my parents, like, I think everyone has a rocky marriage. And so what I want to do is I want to make sure that there's a clear incentive to stay in a good, loving relationship, but also the government is going to provide resources to families that are down on their luck. So many divorces and so many families that get torn apart because of financial reasons. And if we got money to send $5 billion to Israel or $300 billion to Ukraine to lose a war, we should have money to support our families and tackle that issue. I think that, public education, universal school choice, but even things like welfare. Look, welfare is not a lifestyle, but I'm not going to be one of those Republicans who's going to sit here and criticize people who need help. If you're someone who's an American citizen and you need help, we are going to help you and your family. And that's going to be my job, because without that help, your family could literally be torn apart. And so for me, the nuclear family is the most important form of government.
Thank you, sir. And if I have a picture...
Yes, of course. What's your name?
Robert.
Hey, Robert. Where do you live?
Benhaven, Florida.
Good.
All right. And then I have some for you to sign. My Disney pass holder card.
I am actually a Disney annual pass holder as well. What's your favorite park?
I think, honestly, Hollywood Studios, I think.
I love the Star Wars side of Hollywood Studios. They're all in character.
Yes.
Have you been to the, what is it called? The Cantina?
Oh, yeah, I have.
It's so fun. I have.
Oh, awesome. Yeah,
I like Epcot the best, actually.
That's
but
my favorite, too.
I love Epcot.
Yeah, I gotta go.
You been to Guardians, Brad?
I have recently.
It's so good.
I was not ready for it. My mouth was dry.
Where it goes backwards?
Yeah, I was ready for all the spin and all that, because when I got off the ride, my mouth was so dry. My mouth was open all the time.
It's such a fun ride with the music and everything. It's such a fun ride.
Like, that's high class. This is
I haven't yet ridden Guardians, but I am going this summer.
We're going
all
to
four parks.
Good.
So
we're going.
Good.
Very excited.
Get it done.
Can I get you to sign this real quick?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Honestly, so cool to meet you. I'm honestly kind of starstruck a little bit, but yeah.
We're going to meet you guys.
We'll see you in Bay County.
We'll see you soon. I'll be there in a couple weeks. Of course.
My grandma told me I couldn't leave without getting one.
Is your grandma supporting us?
Yes, absolutely.
So what is this lie that the old folks don't support us? If grandma supports us, that's all that matters.
Her name is Sweetie.
Tell Sweetie I said hi.
Oh, you done? Oh.
Jason.
What? Oh, God.
Hey, this is my prom date.
Okay. When is prom?
March 20th.
All right, guys. Have fun.
Appreciate it.
Hey.
I want to ask you a question about how you're going to help farmers in the state of Florida.
Yes. So, you're a farmer.
I'm a son of a farmer.
Okay.
We'll take over.
What's your dad do?
Farms peanuts and cotton, and we do beef.
Okay. What's the number one issue for you right now?
Really the rising of prices and the chemicals, fertilizer, nitrogen. You got to have gypsum for the peanut. More just really chemical. We're cutting back on some chemicals this time. For this rising of prices, stuff we can't spray. Like dicamba, we need that to spray palmer. But you can't really kill palmer because it gets resistance to chemicals you spray year round.
Yeah.
So we really just need help with that.
Good. So there's two things that I'm going to do for farmers. The first thing is, when we serve peanut butter in our public schools, we should be buying directly from you and your family. We should not be, whether it's our schools or the Department of Corrections or any state office, when we're buying food, and we're the largest buyer of food in the state, we should be buying directly from and exclusively from Florida farmers, number one. Number two, I'm going to launch a $1 billion farmers fund that allows you to borrow directly from the state at a very, very low interest rate the money that you need for your farm. You don't need to go out. You don't need to go to a private company. We're asking you to take a risk. We're going to take a risk on you in return. So if you need anything that you need to borrow against, your farm will be collateral. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to try to make money off this, because we recognize that if you can put out a great output, that's good for everybody in the state. So farmers fund, and then direct purchases directly from the state. Because look, if you grow watermelons, you grow tomatoes, you grow whatever the case is, peanuts, if we're serving peanut butter in our public schools, why aren't we buying directly from you?
Yes.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
It's going to be great for business, but also to cover those rising costs, you need a bridge loan, and that's what the state's going to provide directly from you.
And there's also another thing. You know, we got to have deer damage and hog damage throughout the year.
Yeah.
And really, the insurance is not covering that. No, we're not covering so much of it.
Yeah.
Hogs are a real big problem, around here.
I know.
And maybe down north, down south, but it's just a big problem. And we need. I know Georgia's put a bounty on them, like $50.
We're going to put a bounty on them.
Okay.
And we're gonna let you hunt with a firearm of your choice. We're going to let you use dogs if you want, because that's one of those things, by the way, where it's a win-win. Nobody wants wild hogs, least of all farmers, and so. Show me the incentive and I'll show you the outcome. If you put a $50, $60 bounty on hogs and you say go hog wild, we're going to fix that problem in 6 months.
Yes, sir.
Shoot that thing with a 223, I don't care.
Yes, sir. Can I get a picture with you?
Of course. Where do you live?
Graceville.
Good. I'll be in Jackson County tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Hello.
My name's Malcolm.
Hey, Malcolm.
I wanted you to sign this and this.
I've never been asked to sign food before, but absolutely.
Could you also sign my shirt around the heart?
I do not like dominant women, but I'll sign it.
Thank you. I just have a few questions I want to ask.
Please.
One of the main ones, AI data centers.
Yeah.
I know you dislike them. I wanted to ask, is there anything that you think you'll do about it? Like, will you try and get rid of them?
Yeah.
Try and limit the building of them around Florida in general? Because for me, I've been affected a little bit.
How?
My house. I've noticed overall with the heat and everything, I live on a lake. It is completely dry. And, it used to be full of life, fish and alligators and all that. And now there's
nothing there.
Yeah.
And that's only going to get worse with AI data centers. The average AI data center uses 500,000 gallons of water a day. So here's how you do it. Very simply. I don't dislike them. I dislike them, but I'm going to block the construction of any future AI data centers in Florida. Whether that's the one in Fort Meade, the one they're trying to build out in Western Palm Beach County, or any one they try to build here in the Panhandle. Here's how specifically you do it. You preempt all AI data center permit approvals to the state level, and then the state does a 5 to 10 year moratorium on AI data centers. In 10 years, we might talk about it, but in the meantime, in between time, AI data centers will drive up your electric bills 30, 40, 50%. They'll destroy your water supply, and they are, here's a technical term, they are fugly. We don't want them. They're terrible. They're really bad for the environment and for our electric bills. So I dislike them, but I'm also going to block their construction. All right?
One other thing. You know how when we go to Israel, we have to kiss the wall? I think for coming to Florida, you should kiss a Waffle House.
I agree.
This is the pinnacle of the American spirit.
This is exactly.
These places are amazing.
I will never kiss the wall, and I will only kiss the Waffle House, okay? Deal?
Thank you. And right here, you looking through the camera?
Oh, yes.
What's up, Impregnation? And that's it. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. Can we get some pictures?
Yes, of course. Where do you live?
All right, now do a silly face. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good.
I got a question.
Please.
What are you going to do about the local corruption in our small towns?
It's really simple. Hire me to fire them. Article 4, Section 7 of the Florida Constitution allows the governor, it gives him the unique, exclusive power to remove any corrupt government official at the local, county, city level. And so
like sheriff and stuff too?
everybody.
All right.
It's a very underutilized aspect of the Florida Constitution. What I want from you is I want you to directly contact my office as governor. Let me know of any credible accusation of malfeasance, dereliction of duty, or corruption. I will remove them from office. I don't care if they're a Republican, they're gone.
All right. Another question. What are you going to do about like the orange industry and stuff too, failing down south?
Yeah, so I grew up near orange groves. My own grandfather was a cattle rancher as well, next to orange groves in Okeechobee. The solution is we have to tackle greening, but we can't allow large land developers to come in and buy the land in the meantime. So what I've said is there is no cash incentive right now for the world's best scientists to come up with a new strand of citrus that is resistant to the greening. And so I'm going to put $1 billion bounty. If you can solve citrus greening, we're going to pay you $1 billion. We'll solve that thing in 2 years. Because right now, nobody wants to solve it because there's no money. Show me the money, show me the reward, and I'll show you the outcome.
All right.
But we're going to do that.
Yes, sir. Can I get a picture with you too?
Of course, sir. Thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah. You know my name?
No.
I'll see you outside.
I forgot. Was he going to take a photo?
You already took one.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Of us?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I'm Dylan.
Hey, Dylan. Thank you.
I don't have any questions other than my dad. He wants to know what you're going to do for the homeowner's insurance.
We're going to bring it down.
Bring it down?
And the reason why you have to bring it down is because the total cost of home ownership isn't just buying the home, it's not just property tax, it's homeowners insurance. And some people are paying more on homeowners insurance than they literally are on their mortgage. Very simply, we can talk big picture, but long term, you have to bring in more competition. Short term, you have to provide a backstop for local residents because this is totally out of hand. What's his name?
Harry Hamilton.
Okay. Tell Harry Hamilton, Dylan, that we will take care of homeowners insurance in Florida.
All right.
Because I own a home and I pay homeowners insurance and it's out of freaking control.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Dylan. Hey, man.
So I have a couple of questions for you.
Please.
So you made mention of revitalizing the cattle industry. So if you were how exactly, what kind of policy would you like introduce?
Yeah, so I think there's two things. One, cattle ranchers, my grandfather was one.
Yeah.
You need to have direct access to low-cost funding. So I'm going to call what's called the Farmers Fund, $1 billion fund for Florida farmers that is near zero interest loans that can be used for anything from hiring new staff to purchasing new herd, whatever the case is. Number two is Florida should be the largest buyer of Florida cattle, whether it's for our public schools or for the Department of Corrections. If our cattle ranchers know that we are going to be buying their product, that is going to be great for business. And the last thing is if you herd cattle, you should be able to directly sell to consumers without having to go through all the middlemen.
And the next question I have is, I don't know if you've seen or not, but West Virginia was just recently in the news about finding a loophole around the assault weapons ban for automatic weapons, so that the state can actually sell automatic weapons to the citizen. Would you be willing to do something like that in Florida if you were governor?
I would, because the Second Amendment says nothing about automatic weapons. It simply says you have a right to bear arms, and that right to bear arms is absolute.
And the last one is, I know that you're not a fan of AI data centers coming into the town because it would be the citizen that fits the bill.
Yes.
But what if we had nuclear facility come in? Would you be willing to support that
So I absolutely support nuclear. I want to build 2 nuclear power plants in my 8 years as governor. But honestly, I'm not supporting AI data centers for multiple reasons. One of them is electricity, but the other one is water. They consume 500,000 gallons of water every single day. We are living through a record drought right now. 1,000 acres of the Florida Everglades is on fire as we speak with 0% containment. It is literally the worst time to be talking about building an AI data center that's going to suck water out in the middle of a drought.
Okay. That's a good point. And then the last thing is, I don't know how long you're going to be in the area.
Yeah.
But would you be willing to come to First Baptist Shipley at all on this Sunday?
I'll come in the future. This Sunday I got to be somewhere else, but give Kai your information.
Okay.
I'll come out.
All right.
Absolutely.
And then can I get a picture?
Of course.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, man.
Hey, I was at UWF yesterday.
I saw ya?
Yes, sir.
That was fun?
I really loved the whole speech. I loved everything. And there was this one thing after like everyone was asking questions at the end. Someone asked about IVF.
Yes.
And I've been with this girl for 4 years. And when I first met her, she had brain cancer. She went through chemo, which means, you know, she can't have babies naturally. And her family has spent like thousands of dollars for preserving her eggs, making sure she can have babies naturally, you know, in the future. So I was just wondering, like, you know, are you really like sure about the IVF ban if you want to do it or not? And I still support you no matter what. But I was just curious.
So yes, I am sure. I think IVF is inconsistent with being pro-life, and the reason why is if life begins at conception and you freeze all of it, and guess what happens? You're just scarred. You're just scarred
So my friend
what's
said
actual
yesterday.
life. And so, can I pray for you?
Yeah.
What's your girlfriend's name?
Shelby.
Shelby. Lord, we come to you. We ask that Shelby, that you deliver a miracle, that she can conceive a beautiful, beautiful child. Naturally, Lord, we ask that your will be done. We also ask that if that is not the case, if that is not in your grand, infinite plan, we ask that you give this incredible couple the ability to adopt. Lord, we recognize that life begins at conception in Jeremiah 1 verse 5. We recognize that life is precious and it can never be discarded. Whatever your will is, please bring Shelby a beautiful, beautiful child and allow that child to be raised in your image. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I think that's the big thing, man, is miracles happen, and I genuinely hope that happens. But you've got a number of pathways, and IVF, as great as it sounds, it is part of this issue of abortion in our country.
I hear you. Well, thank you for explaining that to me. I appreciate that.
Thank you, man.
Then one more thing.
Yes.
I would love it if you'd be able to get to the boomers and the older people, because every time I tell my mom about you, she's like, oh my gosh, you're bringing this up again, because she loves Byron Donald.
Why?
Like, she watches Fox and she thinks he's great, and I've been trying to explain it to her.
Yeah.
So,
well, she can watch Fox on July 21st and watch me end his political career on that debate stage.
That's what I've been telling her.
Look, everybody's going to come around in due time. You got some older folks who are here tonight. Everyone's going to come around in due time, but my main goal is to show up. And yeah, young people are behind us, but you got to convince your mom too.
Oh, I've been doing it. She's almost there.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
You got 6 months. The election's not next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Good to see you.
How you doing?
How's it going?
So I just turned 18 about a month ago.
Cool.
And I have no idea what I'm going to vote for. I was just wondering what your main goals are. Also, I'm going to be an electrical engineer. I was wondering how you push for the engineering in Florida.
So, my main goal as governor is to make the state affordable again. It's not affordable at all. Everywhere you look, everything is out of control, whether it's property insurance, auto insurance, the tolls, everything is out of control. And so if I do one thing as governor, it's going to make it easier for you to get a great paying job, to buy a home, to get married, and to raise kids. That's all I literally care about. I don't care about GDP. I don't care about billionaires. I care about you being able to buy a home. Electrical work, you said? We do that by investing in that career path and making sure that you have access to a great school, to great paying jobs, and that those jobs are being driven by fair market wages. So when you save up, you actually have something to save, enough money for you to put down on that first home. Is there a girl in your life yet?
Yes.
Good. You need to get married soon?
No.
Okay, put a ring on it. And guess what? There's going to be a $10,000 check if you're a young married couple under the age of 30 to buy your first home. That's all I care about, is helping young people buy their home. Old people stay in their home. Working, middle-aged people continue to live in their home. It's really about affordability. That's what I'm running on. Everyone else wants to make us the financial capital of the world, AI data centers. I want to make it to a country where we can be proud and we can afford to live in this state again.
How do you feel about the property tax?
I want to eliminate it.
You want to eliminate it?
Yeah. Not just that, though. Well, I think it makes it easier to afford a home. So if you buy a home, you're not stuck with an $8,000 property tax bill the second you buy it. And for our seniors who are literally being evicted as we speak because they can't afford their property tax bill, we have to make it easier for them to stay in their homes.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Do you guys think TV?
Thanks, man. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
All right. I got a question. So, are you gonna lower the age to buy, like, purchase weapons to 18?
Yes.
And what are you gonna do? Or are you gonna make it like the cost of living lower for senior citizens and
Yes.
older people?
Yeah, the number way to do that for senior citizens, by the way, is to eliminate property taxes. They can save up to $8,000 to $10,000 a year. That's going to help cover medicine, prescription, groceries, whatever the case is. So affordability is my number one goal, and the Second Amendment in particular applies to everyone over the age of 18. And so the idea that 18, 19, and 20-year-olds cannot buy a firearm, we're going to eliminate that in my first year as governor.
That's gonna be my favorite thing about it. You got my vote though.
Second Amendment, baby. Shall not be infringed. Full stop.
I can see that.
Okay. Yeah. I'm getting frame mogged in Bonifay. Sheesh. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Okay.
Okay, that should be good.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Thank
guys.
you.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Everything good?
Yeah, absolutely. I was giving you time, so I have two questions for you.
Please.
So first, I'm a general contractor, and I own a commercial contract business here in Omaha. Got 25 employees with 25 W-2 employees on the concrete side, and then we have 3 employees on the general contract.
Everybody's legal?
Yeah. Well, that's about it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but everybody pays taxes. They all give me a social security card. In the Florida law, when you have to e-verify, you have 25 or less, you don't have to e-verify. So that's part of my question. So when DeSantis passed the law, this is before Trump was in office this last time, he passed a law about immigration. All the illegals left. They got scared and went to Alabama, a lot of them. Then they slowly came back because they weren't picked up. And I'm all for legal immigration. I'm not for illegal immigration. My concern, I got into a verbal argument with Shane Abbott, our state representative, because when that happened, I called him and I said, look, man, I'm all for fixing the system. I'll be there to support you fixing the system. What's your plan? Like, do you have a plan? Because if you just support them, our economy's going to crash. And so I sent a plan that I thought out. It took me months to think out. And I sent it to DeSantis. No response. Nothing. And I'm like everything you said, everything you said, I'm on board. How your faith is, how you stand for what you believe in. I'll ride or die for you, take a bullet for you, because that's courage. And so, and I'm.
Okay. Get it.
On non-essential goods, 30% profit margin. Pharmaceuticals can't make any more than I can't make 30% because I'm pouring concrete at 2 in the morning on all this stuff. I can't make a 30% profit margin. And most times I'm getting is 22. You know what I mean? So why is a pharmaceutical somebody who needs insulin? They don't have a choice. You know, or somebody who needs milk or bread or eggs, they don't have a choice.
I agree.
And that's not socialism. That's
It's not.
Capitalism with a conscience.
For basic necessities. I feel the same way about healthcare, by the way. Look, I don't think that you deserve all sorts of free cosmetic surgery or whatever.
Yeah,
but if someone's got strep throat, you have to give them the antibiotics. One, it's the moral thing to do, and two, if they're out of work for 2 weeks, they could literally lose their job and be on the unemployment line.
And then we're costing us money.
And now they're costing us money. So, ounce of prevention, pound of cure, ounce of prevention. We're on the same page on that.
Absolutely. But then also, I love what you're doing with IVF. My wife, she's all natural midwife. We had our kids in our house in Florida, and
beautiful.
Couldn't get a pediatrician because my daughter is going in our house in Florida. No pediatrician would take our daughter.
What?
Insurance.
You got to be kidding me.
That's it. But I won't take any more of your time. But and then also FWC. You ever need to fill a seat for a leader at FWC? I'm a big turkey hunter. Just wrote a book.
Nice.
So it's about turkey hunting. And the FWC guys, they're all land developers that don't give a shit about
No, they don't.
Public lands.
I'm going to remove every single one of them. They don't care about
somebody
us.
to fill one. But
All right.
No, you got 100.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Unzip your jacket when you swap DJ mics. Tell me about your dad died.
James,
I think-
can I get a picture with you?
Yes, of
I'm
course.
sorry. I was supposed to ask that. I'm so sorry.
This is on, though, right? This one here might...
Yeah, it's about to die.
And I know you're tired of pictures, but thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it. If y'all ever open this way, you want to kill a turkey, call me. I got it.
Have Kai, get Kai's number about turkey.
What's going on?
What's up?
I just had a question for you.
Please.
So, do you have any plans for making housing more affordable?
I do. So, when you say housing affordability, we can mean one of two things. I don't think we can literally bring down the cost of housing. I think that's really hard to do. What we can do is make it easier to buy a home. There's two main impediments to that right now. The first is private equity firms like Blackstone are buying up tens of thousands of homes in Florida, outbidding families, taking these homes off the market in the first place, and preventing you from buying them because they want to turn them into rental properties. Right. And we're not a country of renters, we're a country of owners. So first thing is you have to ban Blackstone from buying up and hoarding homes. The second thing you have to do is if you think about down payment and mortgage, why are mortgage rates so high when clearly that's detached from the risk? And so my view is, can the state actually create its own mortgage financing arm to underwrite mortgages directly for Florida residents who have a great paying job, who are doing everything right to get you into a home? People talk about this need to build new homes. I don't think we actually need to build a ton of new homes. No. We have a ton of abandoned homes, actually.
Yeah, I live right down the road from two.
Exactly. So how about this? Why don't we give you $10,000 or $15,000 assistance to turn that abandoned, dilapidated home into the home of your dreams? You can use that money because otherwise no one else is going to do it. Create an incentive to take a lot of these abandoned, dilapidated homes, whether they're here in Holmes County or down in freaking Glades County or Hendry County, and bring those homes on the market. I think the combination of those three things, along with the number one thing, which is you have to have a great paying job to buy a home.
Yeah.
You have to have an income to buy a home. And so that's kind of the four-part combination for me of housing affordability, is make it easier to get into a home as a young person.
Yeah. I plan on going into the aviation maintenance field of work, so I've got a good career coming up.
You got a great career coming up.
But, like trying to buy a house around here, it's ridiculous.
I know.
They're absurd for how small they are. It's crazy.
Are the abandoned houses on the market?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked.
So you got to see who the actual lien holder is, maybe the city. But I think one thing to do is work with city governments to bring all of these abandoned homes on the market and essentially say, look, if you can turn an abandoned home into a beautiful home that you can live in, we should absolutely pay you to do that because it's good for you, but it's also good for the community not to have abandoned homes because that's a blight on the landscape.
Yeah, it's an eyesore.
It's a massive eyesore. So.
I appreciate you.
Good
Can
to
I
meet
take
you.
a picture real quick?
Of course.
I just want to say thank you. I think you got my parents vote.
Perfect.
Have a good night.
You too.
that's good right there.
Okay, you take care of this.
How do you mess me up? Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Of course.
Well, these ain't the same as the other ones now. they done ran out.
These are the better ones. Christmas came early.
Right? Right.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. All right, so what's the deal?
On what?
Did you eat Kingston?
No.
No.
Kingston is starving. I've been feeding him chocolate milk, though.
Good to know.
You should have seen me. I ate my entire meal in about 15 seconds, and I've been regretting it ever since. I just love the details of things here.
I have a small question. Why did you choose Bonifay Waffle House over Chipley Waffle House?
Because I'm going to the Chipley Waffle House next time.
Oh, okay.
You can't do them all on the same night.
I got you.
So we'll do Bonifay. So tomorrow we're doing the Mariana Waffle House, and when we rack up here in a couple of weeks, we'll do the Chipley Waffle House.
Sweet. Okay. The reason I ask is because they're our rivals.
Sorry.
No, it's cool.
Sorry.
We beat them in every sport this year, so it's fine.
So you won.
Yeah.
It's over.
So it's over.
What's the point of even debating it?
Hey,
Good to see you. Likewise, man. I appreciate it.
Great night.
Thank you. I think we can end it. That was fun, RJ, wasn't it?